Welcome back to another episode of the 2 Minute Motion Podcast, presented by Stack Patty Sports. I am your host, Adam Ortiz, and I am here with my co-host, Hank the Tank. Why the fuck is Jimmy G and Josh McDaniels still on the fucking Raiders? Can you please tell me that?
No, half of America.
What the fuck did
fire.
I just watch? Really, what did I just watch?
What was worse, the quarterback play or the coaching decisions?
You know what? I think the quarterback play was worse. Because
Yeah,
I thought he called some pretty good plays, and Adams was open a bunch of times. Fucking Meyer was open a couple of times. I saw I was just everybody. It felt like everybody was open at one point, and then he just didn't see it. Couldn't release the football. Like just sat in the pocket. I know the offensive line holding up wasn't that great for him. He did have some time here and there, but
the
like he just
protection definitely was not there for most of the game.
yeah. But he did hold on to it for way too long.
Yeah, and like you said, when he did let it rip, it was just inaccurate passes.
Well, Devontae lost his shit.
What did he say? I'm sick of this fucking bullshit.
Yeah, he slammed his helmet down, and rightfully so. Like he's already said, it has nothing to do with being a Raider. But obviously he's he not only does he want to win, he's not getting any younger, but he's fucking Devontae Adams, dude. He's used to getting 15 to 20 targets a game.
This isn't what he signed up for. He thought Derek Carr would be his quarterback. He's no longer with the team. The Raiders have no other option, no real option at quarterback. So it's unfortunate, but unless he gets traded away, he's just going to have to take it on the chin, man. I mean,
Honestly, I don't think Raiders already said they want to build around him and Max. It's just I honestly don't think we trade him. I just don't. I think we're gonna fire our coach and go after a quarterback in the draft.
well, you can probably build around Max, but Davante Adams doesn't have much longer. I know he's a stud, but yeah, I don't know, man. Also, I know the head coach is probably going to get canned. I wouldn't be surprised if the GM's out of there as well.
I don't know. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. He came from that New England tree as well, so it's like I know he talked up a good game this past offseason, but
I feel like it's too early on the GM.
Where are the players?
Yeah, I don't know. As a Raider fan, I guess I'm just used to it. we get one or two guys, and then it's like the rest are just ass, and you're just like, all right.
Well, Max is killing it, arguably the best at his position, right?
Dude, it's that fucking that tackle when he blew up in the backfield. That shit was fucking nasty. Popped his helmet off.
Yeah. He's a dog.
Yeah, but so obviously Detroit 26, Las Vegas 14. Detroit goes to what? 6-2?
6-2.
Yeah, Raiders fall to 3-5. So, man, I don't know.
The Marcus Peters pick six made the scoreboard look a little closer than it actually was. The Lions amassed almost 500 yards of total offense. Vegas couldn't even reach 175.
Yeah. No, our defense kept us in that game, most of the game. And then at the end, we were fucking gassed. You could just see it. Gibbs was running all over the place. The whole fucking game, but especially in the second half of the fourth quarter when, Raiders defense was just out there for what? How many snaps, dude? Fucking 80 snaps or some shit?
Yeah, if your defense was playing 80 snaps, you got no shot, man.
No.
Tough.
That's
Winded.
insane. 80 fucking snaps.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, the Marcus defense
Go ahead.
Defense played good, man. They did. They kept us in it the whole game. Big time stops, stalled drives, made them kick field goals. We were disrupting Goff. We were ripping the ball out. I mean, how many turnovers did we have? 3 or 4? Yeah.
I believe 3.
So I mean, defense was literally doing everything they could for us to like stay in that game.
Yeah, that first half, your defense was definitely giving you a chance, but
Yeah.
after so many possessions, man, it's like offense had to step up and they just didn't.
Yeah, like I said, dude, Jimmy G was just. I mean, I don't know, dude. He looked. I've watched Jimmy G a lot with the, obviously with the Niners and shit. So I've probably just about watched every one of his snaps. I think that was by far the worst I've ever seen him play.
Probably. He's not a guy that's going to carry your offense. He's one of those quarterbacks that, just like most quarterbacks in the NFL, he needs some help, man.
Yeah.
Just a bad situation. It's hard to thrive in that environment right now,
I don't even like get frustrated anymore because I know there's just no way. Because like, look, this is a quarterback-driven league. If you don't have a guy that can at least like make a like throw like that, you know what I mean? Like you're just asking to.
Davante Adams had one catch. He missed out on what could have been a 98-yard touchdown reception and another 60-yard touchdown reception.
Yep, and there was that one too. They hit over the middle, and it got tipped, but that one looked like too he was gonna run for probably at least 50 or 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, Davante Adams should have had like 11 catches for like 220 yards, dude.
Hey, no joke. Football is a game of inches, man. It just proves it.
And because he has Jimmy G, he has fucking one catch.
Got to be better than that.
And he was like wide open like 3 times. Like that's what makes
Yeah.
it even worse.
Yeah. Well, let's give some of the Lions their flowers. What about Jahmyr Gibbs? This has been your dude, man.
Finally, dude. This has been talking about all season. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, so this was his second big fantasy day, but that first one, it was just because he bought he caught a bunch of dump offs and they were just manufacturing touches. In this game against the Raiders, he looked legit. He looked like the 12th overall pick. And I got to eat my words right here. He actually was able to handle the load. I know it was only one game, but he looked good. He looked good.
Yeah. No, not that you have to eat your words, because until this time, he really didn't fucking do what like they weren't. I don't know if it's so much his fault. The team just wasn't giving him the touches.
Yeah.
I think this is a guy that is gonna probably thrive in this role because I think it's Swift's the same way. Swift he's so much better right now because he's actually getting the ball.
Yeah.
So I think these guys that play like that, they kind of need those touches to get them going in the rhythm.
I 100% agree. Do you see it changing when Montgomery comes back?
Yeah, probably. I think this opens their eyes a little more.
It needs to be more of a split.
Yeah.
Monty is great, and he does all the little things right, but Jahmyr Gibbs is just so much more explosive, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, he can do it all. I mean, you can see he can do it all. Yeah, Montgomery, especially where they lost when Montgomery was at the goal line. You know what I mean?
They missed him there. That's for sure.
So he's definitely, at least, if anything, that back that can come back and at least give him a break. Also, too, like you take over those goal line snaps and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like going forward, I mean, Lions, you got to really think about how many touches you're giving Gibbs now.
Yeah. I think you got to feed him. You got to feature him. Hey, use Monty, let him be a grinder, but Gibbs he's too potent, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got to let him get busy.
Well, I mean, fuck everybody, dude. What? Craig Reynolds had 74 yards. Fucking St. Brown 108 yards. Laporta 57 yards and a touchdown. I mean, fuck, dude. It was like only person I that was struggling was Jameson Williams, and he wasn't the same after fucking Max slammed him into the ground. So there might have been some Tua hands afterwards, maybe.
I'm pretty sure that was child abuse.
Dude, I knew it was gonna be all over the internet right when I saw it. I was like, oh, that's one of those clowny fucking hits.
Yeah, just
like,
viral moments.
Yeah.
Max is like 260, right?
Yeah, he's something like that. Yeah,
okay. Jameson Williams like $180.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's not the guy you want to get wrapped up by.
Send help.
Especially with those long ass arms too, like slams them. Fuck.
Where you going?
The white gorilla is back.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the Raiders. I mean, look, moral of the story is like we both picked the Lions coming into this game. You know, we knew it was gonna be a tough test. I figured, I did not think the defense was gonna play this well, but I mean, look, at the end of the day, if you don't have a quarterback and an offense, I mean, you're not gonna win. So
Yeah, disregard the yardage at the end of the game because the Lions really put it on in the second half. But that first half, your defense left it all out there, man. It's tough. We'll see what happens, man. I don't think Josh McDaniels will get fired, but I sure
I don't
hope
think
he.
so either. I mean, at this point, I mean, look, I'm saying that I started like, why are they still on the team? But obviously, like it right now, it just doesn't make sense to fire McDaniel's. Only thing that I think needs to happen is you gotta put the kid in. O'Connell has to start going forward.
I think so.
I mean, I don't. After this game, dude, there is no way in hell you can go back to Jimmy G. There's no justifying that in that locker room. And
What about
he
Brian Hoyer?
he didn't even get suited up. Oh, what have you been saying the whole time? Why is Hoyer? How do we know things that people in an NFL organization can't figure out?
Make it make sense.
We've been saying, how is Hoyer QB2? Like, how? And then, okay, he gets his start. It looks like absolute trash. And then now he's not even dressed.
Well, you never know. This might be his year.
And then we roll Jimmy G back out there. Looks like garbage. And then now you're throwing the kid to the fire. Now you're throwing the kid to a frustrated football team. Now you're throwing the kid to a frustrated star receiver. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like this now Aiden O'Connell's like, unless he comes out and is just that guy, it's a tough spot for the youngin. It really is.
Yeah. But like you said, you got to see what you got in him. Hoyer, for sure ain't it.
Nope.
Jimmy G, we know what he'll do for you. Nothing good.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Not on a below average team anyways. If the Raiders were stacked, Jimmy would probably look fine. A good
Yeah, he
not
will
a
win
good
you. Look, I
not
even
a good
say
match.
this: if he was still on the Niners, I think you guys. Obviously, I think you guys can still win games, but it would definitely not be the same. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's starting to get that bad. I think he's getting worse.
Things are catching up to him.
I think the injuries, hits might be catching up to him.
Yeah. He's dealt with a lot. In his defense, bunch of injuries, bunch of controversy, but guess what? You're an NFL quarterback. Buck the fuck up. If you ain't good enough, sit your ass on the bench and let someone else step in and give it a go.
Yeah, I agree. Especially, a kid that's, we don't know, dude. I mean, fuck, you don't look at Purdy, dude. You don't know what you got until you play him. Let him play.
Can't be any worse.
No. I feel like I've been saying that forever.
Every Raiders fan's
What?
phrase.
Fuck,
Can't
dude.
be any worse.
It's rough, man. I don't even know if I'm mad anymore.
Are you just disappointed?
I don't even know if it's that. I think it might be. What's worse than that?
Acceptance.
I just accept that we're just trash.
Yeah,
That's yeah. I guess that is worse.
that is worse, right? That's probably the worst.
So stupid. All right. Well, enough about the fucking Raiders. Yeah. So on this episode, obviously we already talked about the Monday Night Football, and then we're actually gonna get into Week 8 recap, and then our top 5 women we would not want to date. Or sorry, famous women we would not want to date.
Oh, I got a fucking list for you. Too.
I wonder if I can guess. I wonder if I can guess anybody on your list.
Oh, you can for sure guess.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We might have the same list then.
Okay, we'll get there.
So yeah, that's on the slate today, and then we have the our sponsors, Golf Ballin, new location in Oakley. We have Livermore Barbershop, been there forever. Go get your hair did there. Great people, best cut I've ever had. And then we have Riversend Brewery, and then Four Legs Brewery in Brentwood. So Shout out to our sponsors. We really appreciate it. Let's see if I can give them a clap.
Hey, that's for all of you. Much appreciated.
All right. All right. Well, let's just. Oh wait, I want to do some news. Was there anything big that happened? We
I've
usually go through it in the schedule, though, huh?
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
We just go through it as we go through the games. I'm sure
Yeah.
it usually pops up in our head, anyways.
Exactly.
Who started? Thursday, was that the Buffalo game?
Buffalo, correct.
Yeah, we talked about that already.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start in Dallas. They won 43-20. Dallas took down the Rams at home. They go to 6-2, and the Rams fall to 3-6. Cowboys did cover the -7, but this game was weird.
It was a shellacking, is what it was. Let's be honest.
Did we call that? Didn't we? Or did we say the Rams actually might play decent? I think I might have said that.
Yeah, I think initially I thought it would be a decent game, but yeah, clearly was not that. Second quarter was done. It was just a shellacking, man. Dak, he's heating up. Yeah. These last two games, his best two games in recent history, he's just slinging it, man. All in the passing attack too, you know. Tony Pollard, he's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, the run game has been quiet. Like, I feel like this whole season, I feel like.
Yeah, Tony Pollard, he's had two good games, and we're headed into week 9. It's not good.
No. Well, Dak went 25 for 31, 304, 4 tutties, threw 1 pick. But, I mean, if he's slinging it that much, he's probably going to throw a pick. And then CD fucking went off. 12 receptions, 158 yards, and 2 touchdowns on 14 targets.
So, career game. He actually topped his career in receptions and yards. Tied his career high in touchdown receptions. He's breaking out. I know we've always been fans of this dude. It's great to see finally, you know.
Well, it's good that 2 out of that receiving class. You know, obviously what happened to Ruggs was a tragedy, and then, you know, Jeudy is like, he's kind of been in that weird spot, especially with the Broncos, what they're going through. I feel like he hasn't really lived up his potential fully. And then CeeDee Lamb's really, it's crazy, the one out of those 3 that's really, like, you know, took it to the next level as far as a elite receiver.
He was my favorite receiver out of the whole wide receiver draft class that year.
Yeah.
I know Ruggs had the speed, but Lamb, he's a complete receiver, man. And they're finally treating him like a number 1. Last year he had a bunch of stats, but it was because, you know, he's pretty much in the slot all the time, and they're just manufacturing touches for him. He's going out and he's balling, though. I hope we see this continue, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, the Cowboys are, you know, they're starting to hit it. They had that little falter, especially the ass whooping they took from you guys. You know,
set them straight.
Set them straight, and then now, you know, they've won. How many they won in a row now?
2.
Doesn't even tell me. Is it 2? Okay.
I believe.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. Look, Cowboys are 6-2. You know, I feel like the Rams are. I feel like they put up a little bit of fight early, but I mean, at the end of the day, they just didn't have enough.
No, and they had no shot once Stafford. That's one of the injuries we could talk about. He got a UCL sprain, right thumb on his throwing hand. So there's rumors that he may go on IR, and if that's the case, this entire team is dead.
Yeah.
Stafford's keeping them afloat, man. No Stafford, this team has absolutely no shot.
Yeah. No, I know.
Up to this game, too, Aaron Donald had been non-existent. Kind of strange.
Yeah. Well, they had run game really. They were spreading it a little bit. I mean, Henderson had 54. I'm sorry, not 50. Sorry. Freeman had 44. Henderson had 31. Freeman did get the touchdown. And then receiving wise, I mean, Henderson led them in receiving with 54, and then Higbee had 45, and then Puka had 43. Kupp really didn't do anything.
Crazy. Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, huh?
Nothing.
Leading receiver is Darrell Henderson?
Yeah.
Just like we drew up.
Just that's how it. Yeah, I think that's what we were talking about. I was like, with Stafford and that receiving core, I was like, they have. I think they had a decent shot to make it a game, but nope, fucking Cowboys just put clamps on them.
I want to talk about DaRon Bland real quick. He's a corner that stepped in for Trayvon Diggs. The dude has 3 pick sixes on the year, most in the NFL. One hell of a way to step up, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy. And Micah Parsons, he just continues to ball, man. Another game with 8 pressures. Not too
This
much
is the Cowboys
say
that
about the Cowboys.
Well, this is the Cowboys that you want to, that can win. This is I don't want to say a Super Bowl. I don't know if they're there yet. I feel like they have the pieces, but I don't know why. I feel like with the Cowboys right now, like I just feel like they're not there. I feel like they're gonna make it and then lose in like the first round again.
Sounds about right.
I don't know why, but like till they do it, it's like with the Raiders thing. It's like until they go to the playoffs and make some noise, I ain't fucking believing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Show me something I don't know. Essentially, is where I'm at with the Cowboys.
I hear you.
Because they go to that, they're probably gonna play you guys, and then we all know how that story ends. So.
Please. Keep that trend alive. Anything else on this matchup?
I don't think so, man. I think that's it. Let's move on to Green Bay and Minnesota. Minnesota took them down 24-10. Minnesota goes to what? They're 4-4 now.
Doesn't matter.
And then Green Bay goes to 2-5. But obviously the big story here, Kirk Cousins is fucking playing out of his mind, and then fucking tears his Achilles out for the season. Minnesota
got the good old Steve. The good old Steve injury.
Yeah, got the Steve. Got the Steve.
This whole team's fucking chalked now. Unless they trade for a quarterback, this team is dead to me.
I guess they're trying to get Jameis Winston.
I'm for that. We know one
thing.
Jameis will he'll let that bitch fly.
I love watching Jameis.
Yeah, very entertaining, regardless how you feel about him, if he's a good quarterback or not. I'm worried about the Packers offense. So Jordan Love actually had a great game, but you can't tell from the box score. I think his receiving options, I think there's close to 10 drops on the day. No bullshit.
That's nuts.
And I'm not trying to be a Jordan Love stan, but I think he's better than what's been put out on film the last couple of games. But if things keep up, it's not good, man. I'm not sure if the head coach will be back. Love.
Can the coach?
We'll see, man. With those 13-win seasons, was it the coach or was it because Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback?
Oh, we all know that answer.
You know what I mean?
We figured it out with the Brady Belichick thing too.
Boom.
It seems like the quarterbacks are the ones that are winning those arguments.
Yeah. How you doing over there, Coach?
Yeah, and I have
Missing me?
Since you left. It's been shit.
Baby, come back.
But Aaron Jones came back, right?
Did he?
It's like, well, that's been like the thing I've been hearing. Fucking Packers fans.
It's not healthy.
It's like he was like, wait till Jones comes back, and wait till this guy comes back, and wait till this, wait till that. It's fucking week 8, man. I'm still waiting.
Yeah. He practiced a little last week, but he's clearly not 100%. Coach even came out and said that.
Yeah.
This offense is just a shit show. Other news, though, Rashawn Gary, their stud edge rusher, they just extended him. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. So I think that's like the only positive spin that we can give the Packers. I mean,
yeah, dude. Look, you got Jefferson that's out. Cousins switching over. Cousins tears his Achilles, and then they have no run game. Madison 16 rushes, 31 yards.
Let's talk about the rookie. You were a fan of him, and man, up to this point, man, he's been fucking killing it.
What, Addison?
Jordan Addison.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's been tearing it up. He's exactly who I thought he was going to be. I mean, that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
There's just
he's the pit. He's the pit Jordan Addison, right? We're getting that version. Exactly. Not the USC version. We're getting the pit version.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. He's just everything that you want in like a rookie receiver. And he's
7 touchdowns in 8 games, bro.
That's insane. That's insane. And he didn't even lead. He had 82 yards and a touchdown. Didn't even lead. Hawkinson, 88 yards and a touchdown. Fucking Osborne had 99. No touchdowns, but on 10 targets. How many fucking times? Dude, this team is fucked without Kirk Cousins. Like,
yeah.
And they weren't even like that great before that.
Mm-mm.
They were just getting by on really good quarterback play.
Yeah. Hey, he was carrying the team. One more bright spot for the Vikings, though. Danielle Hunter. He's the NFL sack leader.
Yeah.
10 sacks so far in the season, man. He has been killing it.
And there's rumors of him being traded.
Man. If it's the Niners, I'd be ecstatic.
Yeah, I'm sure you would be. Dude, that'd be fucking, man.
Yeah. My luck, though, he'll go to like the Eagles or something.
He's going to the Seahawks. You know he is.
They just traded for a defensive lineman. They just traded for Leonard Williams.
Get another one.
Today. No. Man.
How is that guy playing?
Leonard Williams?
Yeah.
He's been one of the better D tackles. I
like I haven't heard his name in a while.
Yeah, he's just like, he's been pretty good, but he was with the Giants, so
Yeah, that's true.
He's a tough son of a bitch. He's a really good run defender, offers some pass rush upside. Unfortunately, I think it's a great move for Seattle.
Was there anything cool that happened in this game?
No, yeah, just a bunch of fuckery. Nothing matters after Kirk Cousins goes down.
I know.
Like, just flush this entire game and both teams.
That's just rough for a Vikings fan. Like, you start so slow, and then, like, you finally get back to 500, and then fucking Jefferson goes down. You still win a couple games. You're like, all right, cool, we can get through this, and then.
Hey,
right up the
you know the magic trick? Your quarterback has 2 Achilles. No longer.
What if they just swapped them?
Can you donate an Achilles?
I don't
Can
know. What? Yeah. What if? Oh, dude. What if that was like an advance in like medical, like as far as just football? They're like, oh, like fucking. Tears his Achilles, and then they're like, dude, I'll give you $100,000 for your Achilles. And then you
take
it, and then you have to go through the fucking surgery and the recovery, but you got $100,000, and he gets to play football.
Yeah, and we're not athletes, so torn ACL, cool.
What? I miss a year of hockey, $100,000? Why not?
Sit up on disability for like 9 months, no big deal.
They would easily give somebody $1 million to get if that was like a thing. Probably more. Shit. An owner? If you could tell an owner to give somebody $5 million for his Achilles, you don't think they'd take it right away if it brought their star quarterback back?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Shit, you might even get more than that.
Without a doubt. That's chump change for that.
Can you imagine the Jets' record right now if Rodgers is healthy? They're winning with the MILF Hunter, dude.
They have at least 6 wins, right?
No, I thought they're. What are they? Are they 4-4?
They're 4-4. I think they'd have at least 6 wins.
Oh, you're saying? I thought you meant now. I was like, fuck, they got.
Oh no. No, with Rodgers, they would probably have 6 wins at least.
I'd say yeah, at least five minimum, but yeah, probably 6 for sure. So yeah, Kirk Cousins sucks, but looks like you're riding the couch with your chains. All right, let's move on. Tennessee Titans. They took on the Atlanta Birds. Took them down 28-23.
Who took them down?
Will Levis took them down.
It's your boy.
Yeah, Will Levis. Yeah,
He showed off that can, man.
I was so
Holy
juiced.
Shit.
I was watching the fucking when I kept pop up on Red Zone, and I was like, dude, this fucking guy's slinging it.
Yeah, that's the good Will Levis. I hope that we continue to see this one, because as long as Mr. Zero awareness and horrible decision making, as long as we don't see that dude, man, he might be able to make some noise for this Titans team.
I mean, he was 19 for 29, which is it's okay. 238 yards. The motherfucker throws 4 touchdowns. I'm sorry, you throw 4 touchdowns. Box score goes out the window.
And it wasn't that he just threw 4 touchdowns. He was throwing bombs.
Yeah.
Bombs.
And Hopkins too, which dude, we talked about that. I love that. It kept happening. I was like, dude, remember we said it as a joke.
Yeah. It's a resurgence.
We were like, what if he just throws like D-Hop like 4 or 5 touchdowns and he fucking throws him like 3.
3.
I'm like, fuck. Oh man.
Just how we drew it up.
Yeah, D-Hop, man, 128 yards, 3 touchdowns, going back to his glory day. Even Derrick Henry, 101 yards. So if they're trying to trade the guy, that guy can start running. That would be good for them.
I don't know if they trade him or Hopkins. We'll see. I will say
Hopkins. I think it would be Henry if anybody.
Yeah, older running back. The coach came out and already named Levis the starter for the Thursday night game. So curious to see how he follows that up because that was a hell of a debut, man.
Yeah, he was hitting some shots big time. I mean, look, it was the Will Levis D-Hop show. They both it was slinging it. You gotta give it to Will Levis coming out in front of his family and shit. That was pretty cool when he jumped in. All his family was right there.
Yeah.
So, but other side, what do we got for Falcons?
Well, Ritter went out with a concussion, but he was cleared. The coach decided to sit him and let Heinicke play, and he looked damn good. Unfortunately, Drake London went out with a groin injury. As soon as he came in, speaking on Heinicke, threw a 20-yard dot to London, boom, pulled his groin. So that was unfortunate, but I do believe this offense will probably run a lot smoother with another quarterback under center. We'll see, man. And besides this game, Atlanta's defense has been really good.
Yeah, no, look, Heinicke, he's always been that way. I mean, fuck, when he was in the Washington, I thought like, why are you getting rid of him? I thought he was a decent quarterback. Okay, maybe is he like a long-term like starter that's gonna win you a Super Bowl? Probably not.
Right.
But, I think he can at least like give you a chance to win. You know what I mean? Where Ritter's like, I don't know. I know he's just hasn't really shown me much.
He's had a shot. I think he's had a shot.
What's up with Bijan?
I don't know, man. I really don't like this coach. I really don't. Draft all these weapons in the top 10 just not to utilize them.
I feel like Bijan 11 rushes. I feel like that guy's touched the rock at least 16 plus.
Yeah, 20 plus, man. He's a workhorse. He's even got the size. So him and Gibbs, they pretty much flip-flopped to how they started the season. Remember, Bijan was seeing decent usage. Gibbs was MIA. Mm-hmm. Roles have flipped, man.
Which is, to me, it's weird because you draft this guy, where they did Bijan. We all know who he is. I mean, he came out hot, and then you fucking have Ritter and you only give him 11 touches. Like, how does that? How do you justify that? Like, what makes you think that Ritter is gonna sling the rock to win you a football game? I just don't understand.
In this matchup specifically, the Titans do have one of the toughest run defenses, so possibly they're like, let's not bang our head up against the wall all game. Maybe let's sling it. But with the talent that Bijan is, you have to feed him. You got to get him involved somehow. You would think.
Well, I mean, yeah, if he's that dude, like, I don't care who the fuck you are on defense. If you're good at, if you're that guy and you have a decent offensive line, I mean, you should be able to run the ball whenever you want.
Well, that's why the Falcons lost.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Give your playmakers the ball. Come on now.
Is that how it works?
I think so.
All right.
Ask him, friend.
All right, moving on. Let's go to the New Orleans Saints. They took down the Colts 30. I think this is pretty much what we've been waiting for.
When it comes to who?
The Saints team, and I guess in general.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, Derek Carr, 19 for 27. He had 310 yards and 2 touchdowns. Didn't turn the ball over. I mean, I think this is if you're going to be a playoff team, this is the Derek Carr. Obviously, you want to see.
Yeah, lean on Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill.
Mm-hmm. Shaheed had 153 yards and a touchdown.
That is his dude. Olave and Carr, they
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 don't
don't
have.
have chemistry, bro.
Nope.
They don't have chemistry.
And we all know what happens with Carr. When he likes a dude, he just peppers him.
His dude is Shaheed.
There was a
He
reason
hasn't
why.
really peppered Shaheed. I think he's forcing the rock to Olave, but they're not connecting, man.
Well, it's
I don't
true.
know.
Look, Shaheed was 3 receptions on 3 targets for 153 yards. So obviously he's not peppering him, but I mean he hit what? Olave was 5 for 9, only 46 yards. So what are they? Is it more of like his route tree that he's doing?
I just don't think they have the connection. And Carr, one thing that he can do well is swing that deep rock. And Shaheed, he's got the deep speed. I think that's his dude in the passing game. Now he will find Michael Thomas as he has so far, in the intermediate areas, but I think this team will still continue to treat Olave as wide receiver one, although that might be hurting them. We'll see. As long as they continue, this is my take, as long as they continue to lean on Alvin Kamara, because in my opinion, he is for sure like their most lethal weapon, and then let Taysom Hill continue to do his thing.
I agree.
They defense.
Well, Michael Thomas should not have more receiving yards than Chris Olave. It's just not. It should not be a thing.
Yeah, you would hope not, but that's kind of what's been happening, right?
Yeah, Kamara too. I mean, fuck, 59 yards on 17 rushes. I feel like he could do more than that. But he had 1 touchdown. Obviously saved his fantasy day. And then Taysom Hill, fucking this guy, dude. What the fuck? He just
They both scored too.
every game.
Kamara one ground and then one through there, and then Taysom had two on the ground. Tell you that's their offense. Alvin Kamara, Taysom Hill.
It's just crazy to me, like Taysom Hill. Like it just, I know it just makes me
I
think.
fucking love it.
I know, but it just makes me think of like that could have been Tim Tebow,
Yeah,
and he just didn't
maybe,
change.
maybe.
I think some people forget how good he really was without. I mean, not just. I'm not in college throwing the ball, yes, but like just as a football player, like how good he was. I feel like Taysom Hill is what Tebow was supposed to be. And
Tebow time.
we just never got to see it because he was too stubborn, thinking he can play quarterback in the NFL. And you're just like, no, we've seen this before. It's not really gonna happen. So, sorry.
Yeah, I think Tim Tebow would have been pretty happy if his career would have turned out anything like Taysom Hill's. Taysom Hill's a stud, man. He's kind of an older dude, but he's probably one of the most athletic guys in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Oh, big time,
Strange.
dude. He does the guy's listed as fucking 6 different positions on fantasy. You're just nobody. You know what I mean? I think you.
Put him in,
I think you
coach.
could put him in as linebacker. He's like,
Got
fuck.
the build.
But yeah, good for Derek Carr, man. I think this is the game he needed, especially after last week. Was very frustrated and calling people out, and I think this is the win that they needed to kind of like keep that, you know, that train rolling in the right direction. Because I
Right.
mean, wasn't. Well, look, if Derek Carr gets over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, he'll take that all day.
One more thing before we talk about the Colts, just quickly. He's getting further away from that shoulder injury, right? So
Yeah.
you should be feeling pretty good about this offense. It was rough the past couple weeks watching him trying to fight through that shoulder injury.
Mm-hmm.
But to your point, he looked better today. But I want to talk about these Colts real quick. I
Okay.
know they're losing.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor was putting it on the Saints defense. I think he had 95 rushing yards at the end of the second quarter. He ended the game with 95 rushing yards.
How the fuck does
Why'd they go away from it?
maybe the air attack scared them into them trying to match?
Makes no sense. Did you see any of the runs that he was popping off? He looked good.
Yeah.
He looked. I don't know. I don't know why they went away from him. That was interesting.
Yeah, 12 for 95, average 7.9, long of 42, and they're just like, maybe they're like, oh, we got Gardner Minshew, let's start slinging it. That's how you win a football game.
Yeah. Let the mullet just sling that. There we go.
Yeah, I mean,
Michael Pittman and Josh Downs, his receivers, they're continuing to put up stats, but they're losing games.
they're not with Gardner there. I mean, they're just not a complete team. Obviously, if Richardson's still there, I think they probably have 2 more wins.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, look, Gardner Minshew's just, yeah, he's a nice backup to come in to fill in for a couple of games, but not to finish out your fucking season after week, what, like 5 or 4?
Yeah. Good
So,
luck with that.
yeah, I guess, would love the guy. He's hilarious, but, you know, sorry. Yeah, but I think the coach, I think the coach just got scared. I think, they saw the air attack of New Orleans and the amount of points they're going to put up, and I think he just got scared. I think he knew that if they just kept running the ball, it probably wasn't going to be enough. I mean, not saying it was right, but
yeah, I hate seeing that.
I'm just trying to put myself in his situation, what I might think.
Yeah.
Is that a fought?
Fought?
Oh, I thought you foughted.
Fought?
All right, well, let's move on now to Miami. Miami and New England Patriots. Miami took them down 31-17. Miami goes to 6-2. New England falls to 2-6. Dolphins covered the spread to it -7.5. Yeah, this game was shellacking.
And it was the first great showing from Tua, facing Bill Belichick. You know, Bill usually does his thing. I know Tua's undefeated against Bill, but they had a good showing on offense this game. They weren't able to, contain Tyreek Hill like they did earlier in the season. Another 100-yard game, actually for both of Tua's top receivers, right?
Yeah,
I think that's the first time this season.
Yeah, Waddle had 121 and a touchdown, and then Tyreek Hill had 112 and a touchdown. Besides that, I mean, fuck, that was kind of it, dude. Because like literally, Mostert 46 yards, Wilson Jr. 23 yards, even receiving after the top two. But yeah, nobody had more than 28 yards. So,
sheesh.
Also, I keep forgetting Chase Claypool was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, Tua 30 for 45, 324 yards, 3 touchdowns, did throw 1 pick, but I mean, this is the Dolphins right here. Like, this is the Dolphins you want to see. These two guys doing their thing. Obviously, they're missing A-Chain, but
yeah, or A-Chan.
A-Chan,
Remember,
sorry,
he wants to know that it's A-Chan now.
A-Chan. Sorry.
Motherfucker, you went through all of college football and you didn't correct anyone there. You waited till you made it to the NFL. Actually, it's A-Chan.
Well, and he waited
Speak
until
up.
he was actually something in the NFL. he starts like,
And thank you.
He starts putting up actual like games, and he's like, "Wait a second, my name might be wrong."
I know who I am.
It's time to
On a
tell the
serious
world.
note, on a serious note, Tyreek Hill surpasses 1,000 yards in 8 games. He's gonna hit 2K, right?
And hey, if Tua stays healthy,
Barring it,
you gonna bet against it?
no. He's killing it, bro.
Damn, I wish I had put a bet on that. I wonder what the number. I wonder what the line is right now.
Oh man.
That's still, because I mean that's still, it's still hard. I would say you probably still get pretty decent odds right now, considering, it's only week 8.
Yeah. Got half the season left, man. Real quick on Miami's defense, we had the return of Jalen Ramsey, and he made his presence felt. Got a pick in his return. Almost took it to the house.
Yeah, you love to see
Good.
that.
He was, I think he was projected to come back sometime in December. He released some hype tape on social media. It was pretty dope. Blew his recovery, like he smashed whatever they said, whatever they were projecting to come back, and it was just good to see him.
You must have that Aaron Rodgers science they keep talking about. Whatever the fuck that is.
Send help.
Wouldn't that be sick if, like, he's, like, been going to see some, like, witch doctor, and then, like, like, he knows, like, he's not gonna live past, like, 49, but he just, like, sold his soul so he can just kill his back.
I'm telling you, it's totally worth it.
It's like, no, dude, I'm gonna get me a ring. I'm gonna bring glory back to the Jets. And the witch doctor's like, are you sure that's who you want to bet on, is the Jets?
You're selling your soul for that shit?
For the
Asshole.
Jets.
Jets. Jets. Them motherfuckers? Okay. Well, you want to talk about the Patriots or
Not really. I mean, fuck. I'm just looking. I don't even. Did they do anything cool or good or anything?
no, nothing at all.
So
Biggest takeaway was Kendrick Bourne going down with a torn ACL.
it was an
They're not.
injury.
Yes.
Nice.
Outside of that, Ramondre is a huge disappointment. Zeke is who we thought he was,
He had a little
and Mac
run there.
Jones. Yeah, he'll have that from time to time. And Mac Jones is just who we thought he was as well.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get it. You're not gonna like. You might as well. Same thing with them. It's like you might as well just ride it out now and fucking see what happens.
Yeah, I think the Patriots will be they're gonna see a bunch of change this offseason.
I think so. You think Belly?
Keep an eye on Demario Douglas though. Go ahead.
Retires? Do you think there's a chance?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's old as shit, and if this team is not looking anywhere near to competing, why would he stick around? Stress himself out and fucking lose a few years of his life? But I wanted to highlight Demario Douglas, rookie receiver for the Patriots. He's been seeing a bunch of work, and he's probably going to be their most trusted weapon in the passing game. He's a small dude, but he's popped. So keep an eye on him. Demario Douglas.
Okay. Yeah, so pretty much just a, good old division rival shellacking. You like to see it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go to the fucking best game of the whole weekend. New York Jets take down the New York Giants 13-10 in a thriller.
Quick question before you dive in. I just want to know how many punts there were in this game.
Fuck, I don't know. Real quick though, Jets go to 4-3, Giants fall to 2-6. Are you asking me like legit how many? If I know how many punts in this game? Do you know the answer?
I'm in the ballpark. I don't know the exact number.
14.
Oh, it's more than that. I know it's for sure over 24 punts.
No way.
I swear.
What?
Okay, so they had a combined 15 punts between the two teams in the first half alone. And they had a total, I was right, a total of 24 punts. Wow. Bro, that was more punts than total points scored.
Well,
yeah.
Tyrod Taylor looked like ass, and then Tommy.
And then got hurt.
Tommy DeVito looked like shit. Saquon.
Tommy the dumpster.
What?
Tommy the dumpster. Tommy the dumpster.
Tommy the dumpster DeVito.
Yes. Call him.
I'm gonna talk about the team that won first. Fucking Milf Hunter, 17 for 36, 240 and a touchdown. How about fucking Garrett Wilson? Finally getting his fucking payday here. 100 yards. Didn't get in the end zone, but hey, I'll take 100 yards. Let me clap one up for him. All right, thank you, audience. Yeah.
The Milf Hunter is actually targeting him this season. That's an improvement from last year, right?
Yes.
And then Brees the Beast, he's like their entire offense right now. He didn't have that many rushing yards. I think they stifled him. He had like less than 20 rushing yards, but
yeah, 12. Only 17 yards.
He pulled in a little dump off and then took it to the house for 50 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he reeled in like 7 other catches. So he did his damage through the air today.
Yes.
It was an ugly rain game, and this game was just ugly. Just horrible weather, bad football. This is what we get from time to time.
Hey, good. I mean, I just want to. What are we doing with Waller here? What's happening with Waller here?
So, glad you brought that up because I wanted that to slip my mind. He's hurt again. That good old hamstring came back. So, I won't be surprised if he ends up on IR. Misses 4 games. What's the point of rushing him out there?
Nothing. Yeah, I mean, fucking Dable's losing his fucking shit.
Oh, bro, every fucking weekend he breaks a headset. It seems like that anyway.
It's you know what's sad too about the Giants? It's like you can't even sit back and go, all right, like Daniel Jones got hurt early. We didn't get to see what he was gonna be or where this team can be. You're like, but Daniel Jones was there. They were the same fucking team. Okay, granted, him and Saquon haven't really been there so far this year together. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't see. Were they? Was it 2 weeks in a row? Were they together or no? The first 2 weeks were they together? I don't remember.
Yes. Yeah. Saquon started the week. Started the season,
Yeah.
but then got hurt.
Right.
I'm done defending Daniel Jones. Hurt or not.
I mean, is it fair to write him off already?
Probably not, but
I'm not writing him off already. I'm not saying it was looking great, but I'm not. I don't think he deserves to get. I think he played good ball last year. I don't think he deserves to get written off yet. I mean, especially too, he's got no fucking help.
it was supposed to be better than last year, and it's been worse.
Well, their receiving core is fucking ass.
Well, it's better than it was last year.
Think
That's
so?
what I'm saying. Yeah, for sure.
I feel like they had
As bad as they are, they're better than they were last year. It's just not good.
Yeah, so Jets took them down.
There's a couple games on this slate to where I don't think we're gonna have much to say. A couple really bad matchups.
Yeah.
And this was one of them.
You can only polish a turd so many times, right?
So they say.
At the end of the day, it's still a turd. All right, moving on. Jacksonville 6-2. They won 20-10 against the Steel Curtain 4-3. Yeah, good for Jacksonville, dude. 5 fucking wins in a row. 6-2, first in the AFC South. They're playing good ball. I mean, look, you win 5 games in the NFL, man. That's a hard fucking feat. So
They're the Travis Etienne show, man. They are. You thought that Trevor Lawrence would be leading them to these victories, but it's been the run game. It's been the running back. Even in the passing attack, he's making plays. He's their true workhorse. They're just leaning on this man.
what do you have, like 100 and over what 140 total yards, all-purpose yards?
Yeah, I believe so. He had 24 carries for 79 rushing yards, and I don't know what he totaled through the air. I know he had a 50. Okay, and he had a 56-yard reception. Yeah, just big plays, and they're just giving him the rock. This team, they've kind of underachieved, but if you look at the record, they're 6-2.
I think the only person that, well, look, Calvin Ridley had 6 for 83, Ingram had 88. But honestly, you can say the only person that's really underachieved is Ridley. I mean,
the entire passing attack.
Trevor Lawrence has not been like elite or anything like that. But I mean, the guy I feel like is doing enough to win football games.
Well, that's the thing. He has actually been playing just as good as he was last year. This team is suffering from so many drops and mental mistakes from the receivers.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is actually balling, and their defense is really playing out of this world. But the receivers keep letting Trevor Lawrence down. But they keep getting away with it. They keep getting these dubs, man. 6-2 is 6-2, you know.
Yeah. They're just doing enough to win. I mean, look, it was what 10-3 at halftime, and then they scored 8 in the third and 3 in the fourth. So yeah, obviously the defense is playing well enough. They're keeping them in games, and the offense is just doing just good enough to win. So, at the end of the day, man, you win 5 fucking games in a row in the NFL. It's 6-2, first in the AFC South. I mean, what more can you ask for from the Jaguars?
Right. Well, good for them. Let's talk about these Steelers, man. What is happening?
Well, Pickett got hurt, right?
Rib injury.
Mitch came in. Didn't play that.
We know what happened to that.
Threw a couple picks, but yeah, I mean, he did okay. I wouldn't say it was like terrible. Threw a touchdown pass, 15 for 27. I mean, I'm not saying he's the fucking stardom or whatever, but
most of that was garbage time points, and because they were just down. They cannot run a legitimate offense with Trubisky at the helm. He's going to look terrible. I hope to God he doesn't start Thursday. If he does, it's going to be a horrible game for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's just not good football.
Well, they couldn't run
he
the ball,
played,
so that didn't help either.
Yeah, you could hope for that, right? I don't know. The Steelers, it seems like they just have those pass rushers, and Najee's a disappointment. Diontae Johnson had a good game.
Well, Najee had last 2 games have been decent, right?
Yeah, prior to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think what it is, I mean, look, they had Warren had 5 rushes for 19, and Najee only had 7 rushes for 13. So they really didn't try to run the ball at all. And then Deontay Johnson had 8 receptions for 85 yards. Besides that, I mean, they did give Najee 5 catches for 42, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I think they just couldn't get any rhythm going with Jacksonville's defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially once Pickett, or excuse me, yeah, Pickens. I always get him
Pickett.
mixed
I
up.
know. I sometimes tell say it. I mean, wait, which one did I say?
PP, PP. Once Pickett went down, though, they had no shot. He hasn't been a great NFL quarterback, but he has led this team to multiple fourth quarter victories. So we know in crunch time he can deliver.
Mm-hmm.
With him being out, they had no chance. George Pickens, his receiver, not Pickett. Pickens, he had a touchdown catch that went for 22 yards. With Deontay Johnson coming back, I don't know if George Pickens is going to see that massive target share that he got to enjoy these last few weeks. Outside of that, I don't know if there's anything else to pull. Oh, the safety, what's his name? Minka Fitzpatrick suffered a bad hamstring injury, like bad.
Oh, really?
He's probably going to go on IR. He's definitely not playing this game. This coming up game, we'll see. They're saying that he's a candidate for IR, so just keep an eye on that. Just another big blow to their defense.
Well, let's move on. Philadelphia, the Birds, my Birds, 38. Washington 31. Philly goes to 7-1. First NFC East. Washington falls 3-5. Yeah, to me, I feel like this game wasn't as close as. Alright, it didn't seem as close. Did I say that right? It didn't seem.
He really, I mean, the Commanders got on him.
I know, but we always tell. I said that. Remember, I was like, they always play them well.
Uh-huh.
But to me, I don't know why it felt like the Eagles played better than the score showed.
Well, it's because you paid attention to that fourth quarter, probably. Up to that point, Washington kind of gave it to him, man.
Yeah.
They were giving all that they could handle. They really were.
Yeah, honestly I didn't see a lot of this game till like the second half, so you're probably right.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. Sam Howell, if he's playing the Eagles, he's going to throw for a bunch of fucking yards. That's pretty much what's happening. They kind of just got out early, but the Eagles, they're too stacked, man. Even if it's a division opponent, we know it's going to be tough. As long as he's got his guy AJ Brown, who is on an absolute fucking terror.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking monster right now.
What is it? 7 games with over 125 receiving yards,
Yeah.
broken NFL record.
Dude, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns in this game. But yeah, every game, dude, the guy's just fucking putting up fucking 100+ yard games every fucking week.
This team's scary. Philly.
And it's sad as Swift like didn't really have to do much.
Yeah.
Fuck, he only had he had 16 rushes, but only 57 yards. Did get a touchdown, but I mean, he only had 2 receptions for 7 yards receiving wise.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, you had Smith get 99 yards and a touchdown.
Washington, so they were up, so it forced Philly to play, catch up. That's probably part of that, but it was just a kind of a weird game. But the Eagles, they did what they needed to do in the end, man.
What do we got on the old commies?
Oh, same cum rags. Dysfunctional. I don't know, man.
Well, they're having.
I think Howell is actually a decent quarterback. I don't know if he'll be their quarterback of the future, but he's shown something, I think, in this league.
They have the talent. I think it's the coach.
Gotta be coaching.
Yeah. It's the coach. Let's just call it what it is. If you have the talent to put on the field and you're underachieving, unless you play the Birds, I guess. But yeah, if they played the Birds every week, they'd be great. but
Right.
they don't. So yeah, you have to just chalk it up to coaching. I think Ron's probably like, I think he is on his way out, but I don't know. I feel like he's just not utilizing this team correctly week to week. I feel like every week it's just like they play down to their competition.
Yeah. He's a hell of a guy. He's very likable, but being likable isn't going to get you much in this league. I think his players are just tired of losing. This might be River Ron's last year in Washington.
It's rare that you get a coach that's likable and a good coach. Like Josh McDaniels probably. I mean, I'm sorry, not Josh McDaniel. Fuck, am I trying to say? The other McDaniel.
Former Niner. Jesus Christ. Mike
McDaniel. He's like the only. He's like the only guy that like is one of those coaches right now that's like a true players coach and actually succeeding. I feel like all those guys are kind of like. I guess Shanahan's kind of a players coach, I guess you could say, but definitely not as like outgoing as McDaniel is.
I think McDaniel is more likable.
Yeah, it's because Shanahan has his dad's
he's always been kind of a dick.
Yeah, gets that from his pops.
Yeah,
fucking
no doubt.
Lobster. Anything else cool happened in this game besides the Birds winning?
Birds.
Birds, man. That's all I got. Like, well, that's not true. My Lamar's doing shit now, but
Julio Jones scored a touchdown for the Eagles.
Cool. I saw that. That was awesome. I'm glad you remembered that because that'd have been a travesty if we forgot to throw that on the podcast.
Come on. Oh, last thing I wanted to talk about. So you already brought up Swift. He scored that touchdown. Did you see how he scored the touchdown?
I didn't see that one.
It was off the tush push. So they lined up for the tush push, and instead of Jalen Hurts diving,
I did see that.
He handed it to Swift, and Swift went around the edge. No one was there.
That's
just a perfect wrinkle. Smart. Everyone's overcommitting to stop Hurts in the middle. No one out there on the edges.
Literally took one of the most toughest plays to stop and just made it that much harder.
Great. Fucking great.
Like, wait a second. We had to clog the front just to like have a 10% chance to stop it. Now we have to worry about a fucking player kicking to the outside.
It makes it indefensible now. That's what it does.
Now you have
as soon as the team overcommits, what are you going to do?
You have to have what? At least someone on each side, right?
Yeah. And if that's not the case, then they're just going to right down your throat.
Why isn't everybody doing that?
Because they can't. Because they can't. It is a skill, and honestly, it's just the perfect situation for this team. It's the perfect play call. That O-line, they're a bunch of dogs, and then Jalen Hurts he fucking squats like 600 pounds, man. It's the perfect storm. It's unstoppable. Well, I think they failed maybe once or twice in like the last 2 years. It's pretty much a given, right? Outside of that, I don't think there's much else. Go Birds.
All right. Go Birds. That's right. That's all I got. Well, all Birds. That's it. That's all I got. Birds. That's all I got.
Yeah. Birds.
Do you want to talk about Carolina and Houston?
Anything
happened in that game?
Snooze fest. Rookie battle. Nothing good came from there. It was a disappointment on both sides of the ball.
The only good thing that came from this game is that the Panthers won. And so that if they can just go on a little bit of a run now, and then I can start maybe getting my hopes up at a better draft pick. Because you have Denver, fucking, obviously we'll get into that. You know, now you have the Panthers, and then who else won that fucking sucked asshole? I don't know, whatever. But anyways, all these fucking teams need to start losing so the Raiders can get a better fucking draft pick. That's all I know.
One takeaway from that game before we move on. Chuba Hubbard is now the starting running back for the Carolina Panthers. Miles Sanders, 2 opportunities.
I knew I didn't want to talk about that game. Dude, I was watching my fantasy just watching him, and I kept seeing 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm like, going late in the fucking game, I'm like, how the fuck does he still have 0?
Yeah. I don't get it, man. They talked him up a lot in the offseason, saying that he was going to be pretty much their bell cow. They loved him. I mean, with that news, I was even high on him. Thank God I didn't draft him anywhere, but I thought he was going to have a good season.
Twice.
He disappointed.
I got him twice.
Fuck!
Yeah, like you said, dude, he's supposed to be like their, we all know what Sanders is. He's a good back. So you thought, all right, he's going to get fucking majority of touches. That has to be a RB2 minimum, right? So it's like.
No.
No, not even a flex.
Okay. No.
You didn't even get to flex the guy. You flex him out of the fucking starting lineup. That's about all he's flexing.
Right to the bench.
Stupid.
Gotta go.
Right to the bench.
Yeah, outside of that, I got nothing for this game. Carolina, they got one.
Yeah, fuck them. All right, moving on. Seattle Birds 24, Cleveland Elves 20. Seattle goes to 5-2, first in the NFC West.
I don't fucking like it.
Dude, your fucking scenario. Obviously, we'll get into the other game, but like your whole fucking scenario literally played out that you were scared of.
Yeah, here we are. Seattle good. They're division leaders as of now. They real quick, their trio of receivers are going to be a fucking problem. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and now you have the youngster heating
dude,
up.
what about that fucking play, dude? And Jigba, man, they hit him on was like an end around, wasn't it?
What are you
Isn't it
talking
the final
about?
play? Didn't he get it on an end around? Was it the final play? He scored the final play, didn't he?
I don't think it was an end around.
No.
No, I think it was just a short pass and he turned it up, or it might have been a.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was sick though.
I thought it was an end around. No, I was thinking of a different game. No, whatever. But yeah, and Jigba, dude, yeah, if you let that guy start cooking with everything else they got going on, I mean, the defense surprisingly is playing decent. You have like Charbonnet had fucking 53 yards, Walker 66 yards, Gino did his thing. Threw 2 picks though. I mean, that's the one thing that's gonna kill the Seahawks is they can't keep turning the ball over.
True.
But Tyler Lockett 81 yards and a touchdown. I wish they seem to have trouble getting him. I mean, I know Metcalf had 67 yards, but I feel like each game besides this game, it's been like one or the other. How long was?
And it's not that they weren't trying to get him the ball. DK had 14 targets.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, right.
It was just, man, the Browns, they have a good defense, and they have a legitimate corner, Denzel Ward. So maybe it was just a bad matchup.
Maybe, yeah. They're
probably better.
They were trying to get it to him, but I mean, look, the guy still had 67 yards. I mean, but still,
Yeah.
you get 14 targets, like
at least get a touchdown. Get in the end zone, bro. Oh, let's talk about your guy real quick. We need more Bobo. More Jake Bobo. Another one. More Bobo.
That's like the best name in football.
Do you remember when you were fucking talking him up last season? And I was like, oh, I don't think he's that good. He's hella unathletic. He ran a 5 flat 40-yard dash.
Dude, I just liked his name. I don't even want to take credit for talking anybody up. I just liked saying his name. I wasn't even like, dude, watch out for Jake Bobo. I'm just like, dude, there's a fucking guy in the NFL named Jake Bobo. Like,
I can never tell with you. I thought you were dead ass serious because he's a big dude. He was mossing everyone in college. I was like, I just don't see it.
I did like a little thing on him, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't like take it. I wasn't being like that serious. I just really liked his name. I think I said that.
More Bobo.
Anyways, I'm just gonna say I was right. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah.
Jake Bobo.
Take that dough. Let's go.
You know what, dude? I'm not gonna lie. Let's go on the Browns. PJ Walker. I know he threw 2 picks, but that guy can fucking play football.
Yeah, I think he has a place in this league.
I think I don't think he can be. I don't know if he could be a starter anyway. I think that ship's already sailed.
No.
But dude, I think PJ Walker's one of those guys. Like, if you like had a quarterback all season that was doing it, you end up being a playoff team, and he has to like come in and fucking Nick Foles it. I think he might be able to pull it off.
Yeah, I think he's a capable backup, man. He's shown a lot. We'll see though. I don't know what to think of this Browns team, man.
I know it's tough. Well,
They're 4-3 with one of the best defenses. So
Chubb going down. Let's just call it what it is. I mean, that's you lose one of the best backs in football. I mean, that's only going to kill you. Kareem Hunt's come in and done a decent job for what he's done. Jerome Ford seems to kind of come back down to earth a little bit.
We'll see. He wasn't even supposed to play this game. He was dealing with a high ankle sprain. So I think once he gets healthy, they'll continue to use him as their lead back. But it was more of a three-headed rotation today due to that injury, I believe. Until Deshaun Watson comes back and proves that he's healthy, because I do believe that he was starting to warm up before that shoulder injury. Once he comes back, I'm curious. I want to see how the Browns play out, man, because we know what he has been at one point in his career, right? This team is loaded. We'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah, I'm happy to see Njoku doing his thing. I really need that too, fantasy-wise.
He just needed to burn off his face to get things moving.
Yeah, he had a couple really good fucking catches too. So he had that nice touchdown. Cooper had
he is fat for a tight end.
Yeah, once that guy gets going too, just watch the fuck out. But Cooper had a good day, 89 yards on 11 targets. Had a couple of really good passes or catches. A couple of he had that one that he hit, toe tap. But yeah, it's just I don't know, man. The Browns I feel like every week we talk about them, they just do and they miss the win by that much.
Yeah.
They're just
they're 4-3.
I know.
Yeah, they're 4-3 though after week 8. Could be worse, right?
It's almost like they're losing. They're missing. If they had Nick Chubb.
They kind of need. It's like a Chubb-sized hole.
Yeah, there's a Chubb-sized hole they need to fill.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. They gotta figure that out. Maybe they'll draft somebody. Yeah. All right, well, let's get to this game. Fucking Denver Donkeys, 24. 3-5 now. They're fourth. Kansas City Quaffs. Go down, dude. 24-9. What the fuck happened here?
The heroes that we don't deserve. The Denver Donkeys.
The Donk Show.
Slayer of Patrick Mahomes.
Made fucking Mahomes look like nothing.
You know what? Let's be honest. The fucker had the flu. He probably should not have played. But guess what? I'm happy that he did.
Yeah, but you know what happens when you tell people you have the flu? Then you're compared to the Michael Jordan flu game.
Yeah. I was like, oh, come on, deliver. You got to deliver.
And then your greatness is in question because you couldn't perform in the NFL with the fucking flu, even though you've won how many Super Bowls and one of the best quarterbacks we've seen in the last
No, you lost to the 2023 Broncos. You're trash.
Done. Take away the rings. Remove the contract.
He might as well retire. All jokes aside, great win for the Broncos. It is what
it was just their defense.
Ugly. Yeah. What, they turned Patrick Mahomes over 5 times?
Well, I know he threw 2 picks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
2 interceptions and a fumble, excuse me, and then there were 2 other turnovers committed by Pat.
Yeah. Yeah, he just couldn't. You can just tell something was wrong. He just could not get in rhythm. He was making some crazy ass throws. There was a couple he backpedaled on and tried to sidearm to the sideline, and those are just throws that he'll attempt that shit sometimes, but not that many times in a game.
Yeah. Well, people hear the flu game. Let me take it back to Michael Jordan real quick. People hear the flu game and then they expect that greatness, right? Yeah. Let's be serious. Let's be honest with each other right here. When you have the flu, tell me how much of a fucking mission it is just to go to the kitchen.
Yeah, no.
This guy went out and played a fucking NFL football game.
I could not play hockey with the flu. In my beer league, I know that's what I'm saying. Right. I couldn't in a beer league with people that are just mediocre. I couldn't fucking. I mean, I could do it, but I would be all right.
I'm present.
I'm just gonna stand here while you guys do all the work. I'll sit in front of the net and just try to help the goalie out, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, dude. They just couldn't get anything going. Kelsey had 58 yards, no touchdowns, obviously. Rashee Rice, 56 yards. I mean, Pacheco
even stifled.
the defense just shut them down. I mean, look, I think this game showed you like if Mahomes, like if they didn't have Mahomes, this is what the Chiefs would be. Isn't that crazy? Like this guy elevates his team so much that when he just plays mediocre, his whole team goes down.
Well, here's to hoping that he gets the flu again, maybe in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Come on. We can hope.
There's another sickness out there. Just saying. It's called COVID.
Uh-oh. It's called COVID.
I just want to clear that up just in case someone's like, oh, he's wishing he had cancer or something.
Whoa.
No, I'm not saying that. I was just talking about the vid. It's not that serious anymore.
You'll be all right.
Anything cool? I mean, fuck, dude. Even looking at like the Donk Show's fucking box score, like it's almost as depressing as the other besides Javonte Williams.
That's what I was going to talk about. The one cool thing is seeing that Javonte is healthy. He got almost 30 carries in this game.
27 fucking carries.
It's good for the NFL, man. He's one of the, better younger backs. I know he's still recovering from injury, trying to bounce, but, it's a good time when you have these young players going off in the league.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, dude, Denver didn't even look that great. I mean, they scored 24 points and they won the game against the Chiefs. I mean, look, more power to them. But let's call it what it is. If Mahomes is healthy, this does not go this way. I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
I agree. I see it the same way.
Yeah, I can't. I would love to give them their kudos, but I mean,
we gotta just enjoy it. The Chiefs lost. Pat Mahomes looked like dog shit. So you know what's gonna happen, right? His next healthy game, he's throwing for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns.
If anybody out there that's like, this is what Mahomes has always been, then you should just stop watching football. Because anybody that knows fucking ball knows that Mahomes, if he's healthy, is not fucking doing half the shit he just did on the field.
Yeah, if that's your take, go watch some fucking badminton or something.
Pickleball.
Ooh, that's an old man sport. We're getting there.
Dude.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing pickleball now.
I low-key think like we could dominate. Never even played it, but can't be that hard.
Dude, someone was talking about it, like, and they were like, because obviously they compare it to like, it's like tennis, but like ping pong was like, in fucking tennis style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, man. Watching these people hit this ball, and I'm like, I can hit that fucking ball like that. These old ass dudes.
It's much like older dudes usually playing.
Just rallying and shit. And like, it
doesn't seem that hard.
If they can do like fucking 5-minute rallies, dude, come on now.
I still have my athleticism, and it doesn't seem like you don't need it for that. So, feeling pretty good. We should try it.
If I can, on skates, on ice, on a thin blade, skate down and fucking stop in front of the net, tip a puck into the corner, I think I can take a little fucking thing and whack it that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I can catch a pass at full speed and fucking rifle it over a fucking goalie's shoulder, I think I can just do that a couple of times. Alright, let's move on.
Alright.
We spent way too much time on that game. Alright. Baltimore, 31. Arizona, 24. Baltimore, 6-2. Arizona falls to 1-7. Yeah, Baltimore, they're reeling right now, dude. I think this is kind of like the Baltimore we've been waiting to see. Lamar, we've been waiting to see. The guy's fucking slinging it.
He didn't have a good passing game this game, but his last passing attack, or his last game, was really good in the passing category. They just didn't need him. It was a whole bunch of...
He made the plays when he needed to, though.
Yes, definitely. Which was few and far in between.
He didn't turn the ball over. 18 for 27, 157 yards. But yeah, I mean, he made the play when he needed to. He hit Andrews, and then he didn't turn the ball over. And Gus Edwards, 80 yards and 3 touchdowns.
3 of them things. This game's not as close as it looks. Arizona scored a last-minute touchdown. The Ravens just dominated this game. It was absolutely horrendous for Arizona. So bad to where Josh Dobbs won't even start the next game. I don't know if it's going to be Kyler Murray or Clayton Tune, the rookie, but I don't know. It's just another one of those matchups where it's lopsided.
Yeah, they scored 17.
Great for the Ravens.
17 in the fourth.
Not good.
Yeah,
that game was well in hand.
It's good to see Andrews get in the end zone though, especially fantasy wise.
Hell yeah.
I think that's the one everybody's been waiting for.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far this year. Good to see after missing week 1, right?
Andrews, dude, I feel like I haven't seen how many touchdowns. I feel like I never see him score a touchdown. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think he has like 5 or 6 on the year now. I think he has 5 because he has 2 games with 2 receiving touchdowns, and then this one. So yeah, I think he's at 5. But he missed week 1, so people are still remembering. They still have that in their mind.
I don't have him in any league, so it's just out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
if I don't see it on Red Zone, then I don't know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
they just haven't needed Mark Andrews as much as they had in recent past.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? Zay Flowers, though, I think that guy has got to start playing a little bit better. I don't know. He started out kind of hot, but I feel like so far, like since they went on this little run, I feel like he's kind of been absent, a little inconsistent.
Definitely inconsistent. Yeah, I agree with you there. He's a stud. I think they'll figure it out.
I do too. I always said, dude, I thought he was going to be the best. Obviously Addison has taken that over, but I thought he was going to be the best receiver this year, as far as at least as far as fantasy wise.
Gotcha.
Addison's been fucking on fire.
Yeah, he's probably gonna have the best stretch, but I don't see Addison really piling too many more stats up because without Cousins,
I know
offense is gonna stall.
He's been a big part of some of my teams so far too. If I lose Addison points, dude, that's gonna be a big hit for me.
Well, you're gonna have to adjust, man. You'll be all right though.
I don't want to adjust.
Fuck that.
I don't want to adjust. I'm done adjusting.
Bring back Kirk.
Yeah, right. I'm telling you, dude, get that Rodgers science. The hell we waiting for?
Come on, man.
Come on, man. That Rodgers money. I don't know where he figures this shit out, dude. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Cincinnati Cats, 31.
Hanks, rip the
San Francisco 49ers, 17. Niners fall to 5-3. Cincinnati goes to 4-3. Niners 3-game losing streak. You panicking?
No, not yet. But it is the first 3-game losing streak in the Kyle Shanahan era. Well, ever since we started rolling. No Trent Williams. No key. Debo. Key. Definitely huge. But at the end of the day, 5-3 is 5-3. But for this matchup, it wasn't close.
You called it, dude. I was trying to be optimistic. I hadn't seen them lose yet with my own eyes, so I was like, maybe I can provide some sort of good luck charm. Nope.
Yeah,
did not happen. Yeah.
Joe Burrow is the healthiest that he's been so far this entire season, and it showed.
Yeah, your guys' corners, they were just getting torched. Well, not all.
They were getting
cooked. Oliver, right? Was it
cooked?
Did I see a stat that he's was targeted like 8 times in the last 2 games, and he hasn't had 1 stop or some shit? Giving up 2 touchdowns on top of that.
Yeah.
And then first thing I heard today, Niners are looking for a corner.
Please, John Lynch, trade for Jalen Johnson from the Bears.
Yeah, that's who I saw that they were targeting.
That'd be nice. It's just bad football right now. This is my take on it. I don't think Wilks is a bad defensive coordinator, but he's been calling plays from the booth.
Mm.
Previous two defensive coordinators in D'Amico Ryans and Robert Saleh, both guys would be on the sidelines, and you get to see your players like that, face to face. They could feed off your energy. I
That's
don't know.
key. No,
I feel like this
you guys feed off that shit. You guys love
right.
the defensive coordinator on the sideline. He's fucking in high fiving people. The whole Robert Salah thing, fucking getting in there with everybody. I mean, look up.
There's a disconnect right now.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I honest.
But we still have great players.
Do you see his stats when he's trailing in the second half?
Not
No,
good.
they're terrible. If he
Yeah.
doesn't have a lead, he's been playing really bad. And I'll say this:
That's been
Trent Williams
period.
being out is by far the biggest thing. I mean, look, Bosa admitted that
Yeah.
he blames it. He did miss camp, and he blamed it on that. He said that was on him. He said he's true. He's like, I missed camp. I feel like that's my issue. But yeah, Trent Williams, man, Purdy. I feel like every other play he's running for his life. The running game obviously hasn't been the same since he left. Yeah, you figured out who your cog is on this team.
Definitely. Hey, he's been the best left tackle in football for the last few seasons, so it shouldn't be a surprise that we're missing him when he's out. But it's just tough, man. On to next week or the bye,
Sad thing
Hopefully
is
you get
fucking Kittle had 149 yards and Ayuk had 109. I know McCaffrey got the touchdown receiving wise. And he had one on the ground. Obviously, McCaffrey, like 12 rushes, 54 yards. I mean, you'd like to see a little bit in that, but we talked about the whole since Trent Williams has been out, it hasn't been the same.
And also that injury. Once McCaffrey tore his oblique, has that slight tear, he has not been as effective as a rusher. Mm-hmm. But he's still scoring touchdowns. I don't know. Buys come at the perfect time, man. So we definitely.
All right. Well, what about Cincinnati? I mean, but they just look like you said, dude. They looked healthy. They look ready to go.
Wheels up, right?
Yeah, Chase, fucking Higgins doing this. All three, dude. All three. Like I felt like every throw was a catch.
Yeah.
So, fuck, Mixon had 87 yards and a fucking touchdown.
Yeah, he had a good game. Real quick, I want to give Nick Bosa some props real quick. He generated 9 quarterback pressures in the first half. That's the most pressures by a pass rusher in the first half of a game this season. He finished with 12 for the game. With all those pressures, though, we weren't able to get home.
That's crazy.
That's been the story all fucking season, man. You got to give the Bengals kudos, though, man. They kept Joe Burrow protected. Mm-hmm. If Joe Burrow's protected, the Bengals are tough.
They're almost unstoppable.
Good for them, man. See what they do this week. Niners are going to be licking their wounds.
Their defensive line is super underrated, too.
Oh, bro, I cannot tell you how excited I was that I thought Trey Hendrickson was going to be out. Came back and wrecked the game plan. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that guy, he's a beast, dude. He changes that whole line when he plays.
Yeah.
You guys do need Debo, though, back. Like, Ray McCloud just, he's just, I don't know. Sometimes I see him, he just looks lost out there.
Yeah, Debo was sorely missed. But, hey, we still had Ayuk and Kittle. So I feel like that should be good enough on most weeks. Yeah. Without Trent, though,
I feel like you guys
were
just a little banged up, and you ran into the Bengals at the wrong time. It just sucks because it was coming off 2 losses. It was like the worst spot to play the Bengals, you know what I mean? Worst spot.
Hey, they smoked us, man. They fucking smoked us.
Yeah. Oh, you called it. You were like, I think it's gonna be a blowout, and I was like, there's no way. Oh man, and the Seahawks have to win, like icing on the cake. He's like, oh shit.
Feels great, by the way.
At least you're 5-3.
Could be worse, right?
A lot worse. All right. What's left? Just Monday Night Football? Wait, why was that game last?
Which we covered. Your Monday night. Your Raiders.
Or no, Sunday night. Oh, I'm tripping. No, sorry. Sunday Night Football. That's where I was confused. I was like, wait. Yeah, sorry. Sunday Night Football. Chargers 30. Bears 13. Chargers go to 3-4. Well, Chicago falls to 2-6. Yeah. What do you got on this one?
Have you noticed the theme recently? Whenever it's a shitty matchup, we just try to like gloss over it.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, oh no, we got a game to talk about here. The Bears. What did you expect, man? Honestly, Teabag. He beat the Raiders, but Tyler Bagent, great, awesome story. Good for him. You know, he made it to the NFL.
The
He
Shepherd
secured.
University.
Right. Come on. Shout out. Shout
Dude,
him
that was the
out.
thing right away. As soon as he said it, he said from the Shepherd University. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, here we go, here
Oh,
we
you're
go."
that guy.
Yeah, no, you learned you're not that guy, motherfucker. You just played somebody that actually plays football. So
Yeah. Justin Herbert, that's a
how's
real
that one
NFL
feel
quarterback.
for you?
L.
Yeah, got fucking taken down.
No, the Chargers took care of business, man. This is exactly what they were supposed to do. Austin Eckler, he was inefficient as a runner, but guess what? When there's a missing stud wide receiver for this team, who usually helps out a bit in the receiving game?
94
That
yards,
guy.
94 yards and a touchdown, 8 targets. Keenan Allen 69 yards, and then good old Parham got in there too. But
Just a complete showing, in my opinion. They this is a game that the Chargers needed. The Bears, they're gonna be licking their wounds, man. That's all season until Justin Fields comes back. I know they beat the Raiders. That's not really saying much. I think they're just pretty much watchable.
yeah, I mean this is the game I think the Chargers needed right here. You know, get back, going here. Justin Herbert 31 for 40, fucking 298 and 3 touchdowns, pretty much fucking almost perfect. Feels like so. I mean, I feel like every throw he threw was completed. So, yeah, I mean, just I think pretty much. I think this is the game that kind of just shows what Chargers should be, I guess. But
Yeah. To your point, Justin Herbert, he opened the game with 11 straight
yeah,
completions.
no, that's why, dude. Every
He,
fucking throw, I was like, is he missed? It was like the fourth quarter. I was like, has this guy missed a fucking throw?
not really.
I haven't seen anything. Hey, defensive line though for the Mac and fucking Bosa, dude, they were just creating pressure. I think they both had a sack, right?
Yeah,
So, right? And let me see.
I believe
I
so.
know Bosa had a sack for sure, but I did see Mac back there a bunch of times.
Mac might have just been a disruptor.
You think so? I thought he got home once. For some reason, they're both not on the defensive list. Isn't that weird? What the fuck?
I
I don't know. Whatever. I think Taylor had a pick. Yeah, Taylor had a pick. Derwin James had a pick. What are you gonna do?
got you right here. Bosa had a sack, and that was
Is that
it.
it? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought Mac got there. Maybe he just had a bunch of pressures.
Yeah, that's what I remember doing. I remember just the D line being on Teabag all game.
Yeah, his dad.
Great win for the Steelers. I'm eager to see if they can string a couple together because yeah, they got the win, but they're sitting at 3-4.
Dude, that's what we talked about. We were talking up in the preseason or before the season. We are like, fucking, they have all the tools to do it, but for some reason, they just underachieve. I mean, there's no way this coach, if they have a losing record, he makes it out with this, right?
Oh, he's got to
Yeah,
be out.
I think he should
He's
be
got
out now. But I mean, not now, but I'm saying like after the season. I mean, because what? They go on a little run, and then they'll probably just go back to being the Chargers, and then they'll probably finish like 8-9 or some shit, or 9-8, barely miss the playoffs, and then can them, and they'll just start all over again.
right.
Oh, that's great.
Don't you love it?
Yeah, man, I'm here for that one. Hey, you give me any type of fucking depression in my own division, I'm taking that shit all day.
Amen.
All right. Well, that's gonna wrap up our recap then for week 8. I mean, we had some good football. A lot of games, dude, that just I don't know what it is in the season right now, especially this week, dude. I'd say the past 2 weeks, man. There's been some games that I just fucking couldn't believe happened.
Yeah.
It's been a.
That's
Go ahead.
that's the NFL though, right? That's why we love it.
It's been hard to bet this year though. Like NFL's been fucking tricky because you'll get like those. Because usually, like for me, even when I do parlays, I'll take like two favorites and then a dog, and like you're like, oh, dude, like it's like even like Chiefs, like Broncos, like okay, let's do Chiefs. Let's throw maybe like another guy, another favorite in there, but not as like the odds are a little bit closer. And you throw in a dog. Well, the dog's hitting, and that's it. It's like what the fuck.
Yeah.
How is the dog always hitting on the parlay, but the two favorites fucking lose? It's killing me.
And scoring has been down league wide.
You know,
So just a strange
I
year.
think we don't. We have a lot of like just mediocre quarterbacks. I think that's what it is. And
Yeah.
injuries have not helped, but
injuries, bad quarterback play.
Going forward, dude, we just lost Cousins, who was arguably having an MVP season. And so now what? Now we got fucking Jameis probably gonna go over there, and then I love Jameis, but I mean, is he gonna?
That's best case scenario. What if they don't bring anyone in? What if they just start whoever they have? Nick Mullins? That's a possibility, though, you know?
Jameis, Tannehill, or Heineke.
I think the only person that's probably going to get traded there is going to be Jameis. And that would be great. I mean, he's probably going to be captain turnover, but at least he'll be entertaining and give him a chance. I don't know. It's tough. It's just a shitty situation all the way around.
When's Jefferson back?
We'll see.
They haven't
would you want to come back? Right?
Oh man, I'm like, fuck it. The sad thing is, Cousins is a free agent at the end of the year.
Right.
So what are they gonna do? You gonna bring back Cousins on a fucking recovering after a torn Achilles, and you're not gonna know what he is now. It's like,
I'll tell you this: I hope the Niners sign Cousins.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Over the Bird?
Why not?
Because
no, I'm saying like just bring him in.
Bring him in. Going nowhere. Let him not start.
He could beat out Purdy, possibly.
I think he would beat out Purdy. But
Niners need all the quarterbacks they can get.
I feel like that'd be a waste of money for you guys. The Niners, we need like 13 of them motherfuckers.
At least. We're gonna have a bunch of cap space. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just move on into our top 5.
Send it.
All right. Top 5. Top 5 famous women you would least want to date. Top 5 famous women that you would least want to date on this planet.
Oh.
Who is your number 5?
Okay, I'm not specifying. Any porn star.
Oh, so you don't have a name. You're just speaking in generalities.
Yeah, any porn star.
No matter what.
I would never date a porn star. Yeah, I'm good.
Because of the amount of dicks they've taken?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
Exactly. Shit. Being honest. If you've seen more dick than a prison urinal, I'm out.
They have. I don't know. I feel like there's some porn stars out there that I would probably date.
You're better.
I'm not like super. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't think of it. Like, I mean, look, I would think of it. Okay, there's a lot of penis and a lot of large penis going in there.
Would I bang them if I was a single man? Of course. No, we're asking. This is a conversation about it. Would we date?
Right.
Totally
I did
different.
Not say bang. Let's make that clear. This is not banging, because some of these chicks on my list you would not want to bang. Which is my number 5, which is Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh my land.
She might have to be higher, but yeah, man, Rosie O'Donnell couldn't do it. Hey, nothing. Hey, there's a guy out there that wants her. She's not a lesbian, right?
Maybe.
I think she is a lesbian. Either way, she's on my list. All right, what's your number 4?
I went a little mainstream here. Cardi B. I'm good.
She's on mine.
awesome. See, I knew we one. That is everything wrong with today's world.
Not just
Like my daughter, I'm gonna show my daughter Cardi B when she's a little older. I'm like, this is exactly how I don't want you to turn out.
Mm-hmm. And look, more power to her. I know she did her stripper thing. She's making music. This has nothing to do with them, how they've had their career. Hey, like it's
She's a millionaire. She's filthy rich right now.
And
Good
if
for
she's
her.
happy with who she is, that's cool. But you are right. I would not want my daughter to be what Cardi B is. Also, too, when all that makeup comes off, it's bad.
Yeah. So, ain't dating that hoe.
No. There's been a lot of penis in that thing.
Where you at with your number 4?
I said I'd date a porn star. No, that's my 4.
Oh, Cardi.
I was like, fuck it, that's 4 then. Fuck it.
Let's go.
Who's your 3?
All right. I kind of just want to give you my top 3 because they're it's a bundle. Can I just like jump the gun and
all the Kardashians? Is it?
It is.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
It is. Kourtney Kardashian is 3. Khloe Kardashian is 2, and Kim Kardashian is my number 1.
Khloe. Which one's dating Travis Barker?
Khloe.
Okay, that's the one
Kourtney.
No.
Kourtney.
Yeah.
Kourtney.
That's the one. If I had to date one, that's the one I would date.
Okay.
She doesn't seem as crazy because Travis Barker, like I think I kind of know how he is as a dude, and I think if he's able to date her, I feel like there's probably something there. I agree with the other 2 though.
Or he just doesn't have a soul.
That might be it. He did survive a plane crash, so.
Yeah. See, he's dead. The Walking Dead.
He literally is.
I don't know, man.
Kim's your 1?
I just yeah.
I feel like she'd probably be like out of the sisters. That would definitely would be rough to wrap my head around.
Wouldn't want to date any of them. For one, you're gonna lose your shit as soon as you like come into any type of contact with this family. It seems like then you're liable to make a sex tape and it'll be out there. Which I mean, that's not the worst thing. I don't know, just like a whole lot of toxicity for that top 3. So that's why I would be OUT all the way out.
Okay. Well, my 3 was actually their mother, Kris Jenner.
I love it.
That's where it all comes from. So look, apples don't fall from the tree. So
you're a smart man. You went straight to the
source. I'm getting rid of all that shit. And then my 2 was Taylor Swift. I wouldn't want anything to do with all that fucking debacle. Nothing against her. It's just all that fucking show. The Swiftie, her fans are like one of the worst people alive. So I'm good. And then go ahead.
I was just saying pass.
Yeah. I had trouble with one because it's a package deal. Amy Schumer is one. Do you know who that is? There's something about her, dude, that just drives me up a wall. And then like all the fucking political shit she does, I'm just like, I can't. That's too gross. And then Whoopi Goldberg was my one.
I like that one.
Like, they would just be like the weirdest fucking like relationship in the world.
No, there's no fucking
shot. Is she a lesbian? I don't think she is. I'm pretty sure Rosie O'Donnell is. I'm about 99% sure that is the thing. But I think Whoopi, I thought she was married to a dude.
No idea.
I don't know. Well, shit.
I'm gonna do some weird ass research before I go to sleep. I'll tell you
that. You know who I looked into that would be terrible too is fucking Black China, dude. She is fucking psychotic.
Yeah.
She almost made my list.
She's an honorable for me. Yeah,
but
for
like,
sure.
For me, I don't know. Jada Pinkett Smith too seems like one that would be tough.
You know what? We both did a disservice. She should be our one.
Think so?
Collective. She's probably the biggest CUNT, see you next Tuesday, that walks this planet Earth. Or Will Smith is just a cuck. I don't know.
I think pussy might be another word.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. No Amber Heard though.
Man, I didn't even think about her.
No Ellen DeGeneres.
God damn it. We are coming across some good ones right
Sarah Silverman. What about Snooki?
Jersey Shore broad,
Yeah.
right?
A little troll one.
Yeah, I mean, she probably never would have even been an option for me. I never found her too attractive.
No, same. At least Amber Heard's like beautiful. I'll give her. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, she's
look,
pretty. She's
all
just
these
batshit
women
crazy.
on this list are beautiful. Okay, in their own way. Let's just
Yes.
say that before somebody tries to, which nobody cares, to cancel us.
Specifically, my porn stars.
Isn't it sad that I would rather date a porn star than any of the people that we mentioned?
But now that we're talking about it, it doesn't sound so bad. It really doesn't sound that bad.
Now, we're not talking about banging. I would bang some of them. I would bang Whoopi Goldberg.
Just to say you did it?
Say I did it, yeah. Could you imagine me walking around being like, dude, 2 fucking greatest things in my life. 1, went to the Titanic Museum, dropped the rope, touched the Titanic. Not many people that you can talk to that say they touched the actual Titanic.
Oh, that's real interesting. What else you got?
2, I fucked Whoopi Goldberg.
That's the fucking winner right there, baby. Bring it home.
Oh my god. Did the old Whoopi.
Gotcha, bitch.
Good old Whoopi. I should have this one.
Oh god.
Give me a soundboard. I actually did pretty good this episode. I love pressing buttons.
Your wife's or just both. In general?
Both. Yeah, we are recording. We should probably say that from the jump, but we are recording through a new software, Riverside.fm. So I'm gonna see how this. We're gonna see how this plays out. Hopefully it sounded good. We'll upload it and know right away. So we might start using this as a platform now, especially Mondays, just to kind of save some time and some drive time, and then like I don't. We can finish this now. It's 1 a.m. and I don't have to drive home, dude. That's like amazing. So yeah.
Winner.
All right, yeah, that's gonna wrap us up, dude. That's gonna wrap up our show. Yeah. So everybody else had a good week, and we'll record Thursday and have a new episode out Friday. So again, go sign up for our golf tournament at stackpatties.com. That's November 18th at Dublin Ranch. And yeah, it's fucking everybody else have a good week.
Thanks for listening.